Hello, my name is Judy. Welcome to the Liberated Multitasker. So today I went to Sam's Club and bought some groceries. So I'm going to show you what my grocery haul is. So before we start talking about groceries, I've got 18 gallons of gas for $2.78 a gallon. So I spent a little over $50 for 18 gallons of gas. So I was below half a tank, so I filled up while I was there, so that was good. Now for the food. Let me just go ahead and say the non-food items. I got paper plates, dishwasher tabs, and mouthwash. So everything else is food. I didn't get that much meat today. I only got one rotisserie chicken, 4 pounds of sausage patties, and 2 packages of country-style ribs. And I've got low-carb wraps and 1 package of net carb wraps. I was hungry, so I got these as a snack. I got some fresh green beans, a package of yogurt, and we also got our Atkins snacks, the peanut butter cups. Most everything else is produce or dairy. I got a package of cream cheese. Let's come over here. I got 1 salad kit for tonight. Some Flavor Bomb tomatoes. These are really good until mine produce. I got some plums, 6 heads of romaine. That was $3.98. That's an excellent buy. Got 2 packages of bell peppers. I got a lot of cheese. I got 10 pounds of mild cheddar cheese and 2.5 pounds of pepper jack. I got a half gallon of heavy whipping cream. I got some peppermint, some mandarin oranges, some regular oranges, and some apples. And that was it. Now, I don't know what you think that cost me, but I'm fixing to tell you. So, I don't know how I feel about this haul. I think it's better than what I could have done locally, and at least if it's not cheaper, it's better quality produce. So the only meat I bought was the chicken, the sausage, and the country-style ribs. Everything else was pretty much produce except for the non-food items. I did get a lot of cheese. So my total after tax was $338.06. However, I had $46.16 in Sam's cash, so that came off my total. So after my Sam's cash, I only had to pay $291.90. That feels like a lot since I didn't buy a lot of meat, but the produce is excellent. I did get over 12 pounds of cheese, so there we are with that. This is what it was. Let me know what you think, if you think this is a good haul or not. I have a little bit of mixed emotions. I am glad I made the trip. Everything's just expensive. Comment below and let me know what the prices are like in your area. Today we're cooking taco cabbage casserole. So I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to cut that eye on low, salt and pepper the meat. We're going to break that meat up and get it nice and brown. Now this recipe is another one that I got from a friend. It is low carb and keto friendly. One of the struggles I have with doing a low carb diet is getting our daily intake of low carb vegetables. And this is a great way to help you get that done. So I'm going to put some water in my pot and we're going to get ready to cook our cabbage. Now I've already washed and chopped up the cabbage. So I'm just going to add some salt and pepper to the water. 1 pack of taco seasoning. Got to get that all in there. It's going to take a minute. It don't want to come out of the package. And now we're going to add our cabbage. Now, the recipe called for me to steam the cabbage. I do not have a steamer, so I'm just going to boil it. Now I'm just going to tap all this cabbage down to make sure it's all submerged in the water. And just want to make sure all that seasoning is coating all of those pieces. So that meat is still browning. Okay, so I broke my lid. So I'm just going to put a piece of foil over the pot. Now it's time for me to drain the grease off the hamburger meat. These pots are heavy, so I usually use paper towels and paper plate to get that extra grease out of the pan. And then we can move on to our next step. So we need another pack of taco seasoning. And now we'll add 3/4 cup of water. We're just going to stir that in really well. Now to add some red onion. I'm using one of my food preps, so I'm adding a cup of red onion. And then I'm going to add about a cup of chopped bell peppers. Now I'm just going to stir it all in. Now we're going to add 1 can of Rotel tomatoes. That's all we're going to need for our meat mixture. We're just going to mix that up really well and let that simmer until our cabbage is done. So I'm going to go check on this cabbage. It is finally starting to boil, so that is great. Now let's give this cabbage a taste and make sure it's good and tender. Decided it needs a little more seasoning as well, so a little more salt and pepper into the pot. So we're going to get our casserole dish ready. I'm going to spray some non-stick spray in the pan. And we're going to drain that cabbage. So I've got it good and drained, and I'm going to add it all to the casserole dish. Just spreading it out. You can see it's good and hot. Now we're going to add all the meat mixture to the top. This casserole is really delicious and a great way to get in some vegetables. You have your cabbage, onions, and bell peppers. It's really good. Now, what is a low-carb, keto-friendly casserole without some cheese? So we're going to add about a cup of shredded cheddar cheese to the top, making sure it's all good and covered. That's looking about right. And you know me, we're going to throw in some pepper jack as well. Now it's time to put our casserole dish into our oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes until the cheese is nice and melted. It's been 20 minutes and here's our casserole. Doesn't that look lovely? And it smells so good. Give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.